Okay, it has been a long time since I've reacted to a Stray Kid music video. So today we're gonna break it down and we're gonna be reacting to Stray Kid Easy. So I don't think I've actually heard this song, so I'm pretty excited. Without further ado, let's jump right into it, guys. We'll break it down in a second. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go back for a second. This one is gonna go hard. So the beginning, that's all graphics and assets. So most likely they just got like stock footage of clouds and thunder, and then they add the sound effects of lightning and thunder and all that kind of stuff. So they have to, it's like stock footage. And then someone might have made this like with a CGI kind of thing online. And sound design is literally 50% of the picture. People, you really don't realize it, but try like noticing when you're watching something, not even just a music video, anything like a movie, a TV show, all the sounds that you hear around you, even to your in your day-to-day life, like picking up a mouse, picking up a controller, you start to notice there's everything has this little sound. So you have to really factor that in. It's a lot of work. That was sick too. So what the heck? So it looks like, okay, they start to cut. So it looks like there's a clip overlaying with opacity on it, and you see it getting darker and darker. So then what happens is when that clip pushes in, so they're scaling it in, then they start pushing that back clip in. So they're both moving, and then they fully fade the clip on. Now they might have used a mask for that. So what they do is they use a pen tool, they create a mask on the out for the circular part, and then they just basically feather the mask a little bit. And you could add something called rough and edges to make it like more not as like rough and edges makes it like more jaggedy, roughing the edges essentially, but they didn't do it in this case. Probably they could have, but there's really different ways you have to mess with it. Then they just basically keep zooming it in, and since the clip's overlaying, oh, that's so clean, bro. Since it's green, they got a green clip to overlay it. They might have changed the hue of it, and then they're using green lighting in the set, and then just keep that zooming out thing. And you can even see a little bit, it looks like the editor might have added a turbulent displace effect. You kind of see how they're waving a little bit. A turbulent displace is kind of like a distortion effect where you're waving your footage. It's a way to manipulate to distort the footage essentially. It looks like there might be a slight one on there. And then they change the color and hue. Wow, that is really clean. Oh my god, I'll stop talking. That is so nice. I want to hear the song. That was a sick transition. Okay, we gotta break that down. That is crazy. This looks like blending modes and invert modes as well, like with changing opacity. That looks like, oh my god, they did a lot of things. Holy crap. So they might have used something called stencil alpha for this. There's blending modes and track matte keys. A track matte key basically is essentially like you put a clip inside of something. So you're track matting it. So all you're doing is putting the clip inside of another clip. And it's a really cool technique you can use. It also could be a blending mode. There's specific blending modes that apply to the same thing as a track matte key or have the similar effects. So this is like, oh my god. I'm pretty sure it's a track matte key, but it could be a blending mode too. And then they could even mask it. And it looks like they're just messing with so many different effects, inverting and filters. This kind of editing is so hard because you have to be creative and just kind of mess around with it, play around, like, is this gonna work, is this not gonna work? It takes a lot of time. Even with this, you could see there's like a harsh CRT look to it. It has like a grid on it, might have added curves, but let's keep going. I'm like nerd now. This is okay. I'm done. Oh my god, guys, this is sick. Oh, that dancing is nice. I like those shots, the slow-mo shots of them running. That's really nice. sick invert effect. It's really trippy. I like that. Yeah, they keep using that CRT look. To get these kind of looks, you might think it's easy, but it's such a pain in the butt. It's another one of those things where you have to be creative and play around with it. There's so many different effects and plugins you can use. There's like a secret one that a lot of editors don't know about. It's like an NTSQ. I forgot what the name of it is. It's like one of those hidden ones you got to look at the dark web to find. There's Signal. There's a lot of ways to get that old CRT look though of a screen. You could even like film with a specific kind of camera, but you can use overlays. You have to mess with so many effects. There's something called, I think it's like Venetian blinds or something. I forgot the name of it, but you make this grid look and it makes it darker. It's this teeny grid, and then you can alter that by like adding levels to make it brighter or darker, curves to make it brighter or darker. And it's a stylistic, artistic choice where I hate doing these. I have a whole folder on my computer designated to these kind of effects because they take a lot of work, guys. Oh my God. I mean, but they look sick. They look so sick. And you could tell that the editor put a lot of time into this. That was smooth. Green, invert, back to normal. Felix, goddamn. Okay, there's way too much to break down. I'm not gonna break everything down, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. My man did not need to go that hard on that. Damn, he went off. You take a second to just process how this is a good song. I'm gonna add this straight to the playlist in a minute. This is going straight to the fireplace. This is good, guys. This is good. Oh my God. Huh. Oh. Oh. So this is a scene. I'm not too sure. So they're probably like in some kind of set, or they filmed it in a specific location, but they probably roto brush the background, isolate it. I don't know what they do. I'd have to see it. But sometimes like this, they're in front of like a giant green screen, and then this could be like real, like the sand could be real, but then the whole background is fake. And what you do is you blur it out a little bit to make it realistic. Sometimes you don't blur it out. I guess it really will depend on your situation, because every situation is going to be different, of course. This sand is probably real. And then what they do is they change the color grading on it. They really desaturate the colors. Like I saw G-Idol recently do this on a music video. I think it was the trailer for their Idol thing. They really desaturated the colors, but then they leave specific colors in. So I think what they call this in editing is monochromatic color grading, basically with like a color accent. And then the prominent color, you could, like I was saying, you could change the highlights or the darks to one specific color. And this scenario, I don't think they really did that. It looks like they kind of washed out the darks and everything. Like it's kind of weird because some of the darks are really dark, but some of them look really washed out. So I don't know if they masked out different parts of it, or if it's just the way the footage was shot. It's kind of cool though. It's like you don't see that. Typically, you see how some of it's really dark, just contrast, and some of it's just like washed out. It's really cool. I don't usually see that. So they did that masking, or it's the way the sun was facing and then the way the shot came out when they were color correcting and grading it. Yeah, because you see how it kind of like disappears a little bit. That's really cool. And it might just be the lighting. They might have like a flashing light in the set as well, and then they just add that lightning in the back. Holy crap. I would love to see the behind the scenes for this one. If there is, definitely send me a link. I definitely want to watch it. What was that? You guys see that? Oh, they used optics compensation. Looks like they kind of fisheyed the footage a little bit while zooming in. It gives it more movement and it helps enhance the dancing. Anything you could do to help enhance the dancers or the group, you want to use as many cool effects as you can. But the cool thing with Stray Kids is they don't even need all these effects. But when you have videos with these effects and Stray Kids amazing dancing complementing each other, it's like a rainbow. You're putting the beautiful pieces together of the rainbow, and that is awesome. All right, let's go back. I'm loving this video. Oh. Wow. Is that a match cut? That's a match cut. So it looks like they filmed it somewhere else, but then the editor, again, they add that harsh line to it, and they could have tinted this footage to make it green. And the cool part about this is I don't know if this is mostly the lighting or if they color graded it, because you see how there's still hints of blue everywhere. I guess what they could have as well done is they make all the footage green and then they mask out specific parts and keep that blue tint as well. So like you make it all green and then you mask out parts to and feather it so it doesn't look weird, to keep that blue tint or whatever. And it really complements, the colors complement each other really well. It's so majestic. It's beautiful. Oh, Stray Kids, I love you. Wait, that was a sick match cut. Look at that. On the motion. Oh, flawless. I swear, these music videos are too good. This is so good. Oh. Bro, they even add the echo effect. Look, you see how it's like echoing? It looks like they either added echo and then they add different copies of them with the echo effect to give it that look, or they duplicate the footage and slow it down, or even like and turn the opacity down. There's so many different ways to do that. That is so creative, bro. And then the little particles in this. Oh my god, there's so much work that went into this. Oh, Stray Kids, you're killing me. That is so cool. That is so cool. They use that fisheye effect again. CC optics comes in. Yeah, I think that's what that was. Holy crap. Oh my god, their dancing is fire in this. I wish they would show a few more wide shots of them dancing, because the dancing is so good. I want that to be the focal point. Like, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's hard to do editing like when Stray Kids doesn't even need anything. I feel like there's some content creators and people and artists that rely on editing to like enhance the video, because I'm not going to say it doesn't enhance the video sometimes, but they're one of the exceptions where they just don't need it because they're so talented. It's, if that makes sense. What the heck? I missed that. Let's go back on. This is crazy, guys. This is insane. Also, God, that sun is so harsh in my face. All right. did this like cool lightning effect on it. Not that, they added like, they add like glow onto it as well. I like that. I don't know if that's in the set with that light or if that's like the editor doing that. Might be the editor. What the heck was that? What on? Oh my god, it looks like I've never seen that before. It looks like they duplicated the clip, turned the opacity down, and they stretched it like really, really far. I was gonna say it was like there's an effect in After Effects called CC Scale Wipe where you can stretch pixels out. I don't think it's that one in particular. I think what they actually did is they just turned the locked properties off of the scaling and they stretched that clip out. I think that's kind of what they did. I've never seen anyone do that. That's what it's so freaking stylistic. God damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Such a cool video. That was awesome, guys. That was so well made. That was like the creativity level of that video was so unique. It was definitely one of the cooler Stray Kid videos I've seen. I think it was really, really unique, and I really haven't seen anything in that depth before. Like, I like the stylistic choices that they used for everything, and they were very consistent with everything too, the dancing, the way it looked, the editing, and I think that was awesome. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you all enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe. We are currently trying to hit 100K on this channel, and we are getting there. We are getting there. Every single day we're getting closer and closer. Thank you so much. If you have any other videos you want me to react to, if anything, just leave a comment down below. I need more content. Your boy's looking for some content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Love you all.